Unity. The police rode past us, which was surprising because we thought they were going to come in and sweep us. And they parked up on the hill in between the two, the north gate and the south gate. They sat there for about 20 minutes, and Joy Brahm and I finally decided that we better just go up and talk to them and see what their intentions were. So we went up and talked with the county sheriff that day, and they informed us that they weren't going to sweep the two blockades, that they were going to make a new access point in the middle so that the construction could bring their machines in through that point. We informed them we were going to come down and we were going to block that point too. They said that they were going to set up a snow fence and build a perimeter 100 feet from center on each side, and that would be their designated protest area. At that time, we decided that some of us were going to go to jail. And there were some relatives that volunteered to sacrifice themselves for the people, to sacrifice themselves for this cause, to protect the water. So we went down there, and the police said that anybody that crosses this line is going to go to jail today. 4 of our relatives stepped across that line in a prayerful, peaceful, honorable, dignified manner. There was no resisting arrest. There was no cussing or bad words or bad feelings. They did it in a good way. Red Fawn walking across here was one of the first ones, the first one to get arrested. She stood for the people as a warrior. Very proud of her for doing that for our people. We only had a little bit of money to bail our people out that day. We had $1,400. So we could only allow 4 people to get arrested and be able to bring them back home that night. And people were kind of worried about that. What are we going to do now? We don't have any money. So we decided that we would sleep on it, and hopefully there'd be some more money in there in the morning. The next morning we woke up and there was $4,000 in there, which allowed us to have 8 arrestables the next day. And we continued that process of going there in prayer, circling up in the morning and waiting for the officers and the workers to come in. And we would stay there until they told us to disperse. The second warning, we'd make a circle and put the women and children inside the circle, and then we'd move off to the designated area, and the relatives that decided to sacrifice themselves at that time would stay there in front of the gate and protect the gate. And then again, they would be peacefully arrested in an honorable, dignified manner. I'm a guest here. I'm not from here. I do belong to this river though. My people are from the Missouri River before we were forcefully relocated to Oklahoma in 1876. But this river sustained life for my people for thousands of generations. So I belong to this river, and that's what called me and brought me here, to protect this sacred water. When I came here, like my auntie said, I was raised in the American Indian movement. I was born in 1973, what they call one of the original AIM babies. So I've grown up in action. My life has been dedicated to fighting for the rights, civil rights of our people, Mother Earth, the rights of nature. But I'm a guest here on my relatives' land. So I have to honor and respect their wishes while I'm here. I'm known for being a man of action. I'm known for coming in with my brothers and my relatives and taking action. Not always in the most peaceful manner. Whatever it takes. My relatives here asked us to remain in a peaceful, prayerful way. When you look around this circle, you see that we have a lot of women and we have a lot of children and we have a lot of our elders that are here. We as warriors, it's our duty first and foremost to protect our families and to protect our people. To never put our people or our families in danger or in harm's way. So while you're here, I'm going to ask you to conduct yourself with that thought in your mind first. If you're going to do something, it needs to be something that you do that's going to benefit the entire camp, that's going to benefit the entire cause why we're here to protect this water. That your actions never put anybody else in harm's way. We do that by moving in unison, by unity, by staying together. When we're going to do something, we're going to come here together and we're going to talk about it first. We're not just going to take off and a few of us go and do something that may put the rest of the camp in jeopardy. Over the past few days, there's been some actions that have been taking place. And we've noticed that the police are what we call militarizing themselves. They're gearing up in riot gear. There's semi-automatic weapons present now. These things we didn't see before. When the National Guard was called in the first couple of days, they were unarmed. Now if you go through that checkpoint, you'll see that the National Guard is carrying sidearms. These are signs. We have to watch how we conduct ourselves, because what we do directly reflects on the rest of the camp. What we do directly reflects on this community and on the tribal council and on our elders. All of our youth that led this movement are looking at us and seeing how we conduct ourselves, and they're learning from us. And we need to learn from them the way that they conducted themselves, the way they started this movement. Our children come first. That's why we're here. That's why we're protecting this water. We're all going to be gone in a blink of an eye, but our children are the ones that are going to be here behind us, and their children and the next generations to come after them. We have to look to our elders for advice. We have to listen to them when they speak. We have to look to our leaders, spiritual leaders that come here. Uncle Orville's been up here talking several times, and I've seen people be disruptive and disrespectful at that time. That's not going to be allowed anymore. If you're going to be disruptive and you're going to be disrespectful to our elders or to our medicine people, you're going to be asked to leave this camp. No questions asked. We're going to escort you out. We're here to protect our people. We're here to protect our sacred way of life. There's signs, you see them, they say protect the sacred. That doesn't just mean the sacred sites. That doesn't just mean the ceremonies. But that means each other. Each one of you are sacred. Your life is sacred. When we're here in ceremony every day, all day. There's certain leaders that are here. There's women that are here. There's grandmas that are here that are guiding us and teaching us with their words, their compassion, their wisdom. Look to them and listen to them. I see my Aunt Faith sitting over here. She's one of those women that I'm talking about. Take time to sit with her and listen to her. Aunt Phyllis here spends a lot of time up here in the circle. Take time to sit and talk with her and visit with her. These women are very knowledgeable, and they're going to teach you in a good way and talk to you in a good way. Not scold you, but teach you in a good way. It's a huge honor And it's not anything that I asked for them to ask me to take over on some of the leaderships here at the camp to help with the daily goings on here. The leaders that are on the tribal council or traditional leaders that are here, they have other lives and they can't spend 24/7 here at the camp. So they asked me to try to help and relieve some of those duties. And for me as a visitor, it's a huge honor. I'm very thankful, I'm very humbled to be here and to be trusted and respected with this position. I've said it many times, I'm going to say it one more time. Conduct yourself accordingly. The things that you do here reflect on every one of us. If you do something